Hi to all, welcome to HAF channel. You're watching health, environment, food safety, sustainability and fight safety solutions. Today we are discussing about World Food Safety Day on June 7th, 2020. So let us discuss what is a World Food Safety, history and background, how we will be celebrate that World Food Safety and what is the importance of food safety, what is the key factors of that world food safety scenario. So let us discuss the background of the world food safety, how it started. So this is the second world food safety celebrations. So the world food safety, the background is started. There is no food security without food safety. In a world where the food supply chain has become more complex, any adverse food safety incidents may have global negative effects on public health, trade and economy. The global burden of foodborne disease is considerable and affects individuals of all ages, in particular children under 5 years of age and persons living on low income regions of the world. Today the Codex Alimentarius Commission of the Food and Agriculture Organizations of the United Nations and the World Health Organization play a leading role in setting international food standards to protect the health of consumers and in ensuring fair practices in the food trade. The Food and Agriculture Organizations and the World Health Organizations also play important roles in the capacity building for countries to implement food safety systems. The United Nations believes that improving food safety contributes positively to trade, employment and poverty alleviations. The Codex Alimentarius Commission at its 13th sessions held in 2016 unanimously agreed that to promote a proposal to proclaim a World Food Safety Day on a permanent basis within a framework of the United Nations. So the 40th sessions of the Food and Agriculture Conference in July 2017 adopted a resolution in support of a World Food Safety, and the World Health Organizations expressed its support in December 2017. So in 2018 December, the cognizant of the urgent need to raise awareness at all levels and to promote it, facilitate across for global food safety, the General Assembly decided to designate 7th June as World Food Safety Day. On 13th February 2019, participants of the first Food and Agriculture and World Health Organizations International Conference on Food Safety in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia highlighted the integral role of the food safety in achieving the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. They also noted the ongoing changes in climate and global food productions and supply systems and the need to empower the consumer through improved and evidence-based health and nutrition information and education. So this is the entire background of the World Food Safety, how it is scenario he will be started. So let us discuss food safety and the United Nations. Keeping the food safe is a complex process that starts on the farm and ends within the consumer. All stages of the food chain from production, harvest and storage to preparation and consumption must be considered. The Food and Agriculture Organizations of United Nations is the only international organizations overseeing food safety along all aspects of the food chain. So, though a long-standing partnership, Food and Agriculture and the World Health Organization support global food safety and protect consumer health. FAO generally address food safety issues along the food chain during the production and processing, while WHO typically oversees the relationship with the public sector, health sector, relationship with the overseas into the public sector, safeguarding food so that it is safe to eat, doesn't stop with its purchase. Though at home consumers have a part to play in making sure what they eat remains safe. So this is the entirely background and how it is started for that whole food safety scenario. So every year June 7th the world food safety started. This is the second world food safety. So in this world food safety main scenario there is a link up with that to sustainability development goals, and then it is a link up with as per the standards international food safety conference and codex alimentarius sustainable development goals, and global what is the global issues is in food and what is the global issues in that health, and what is the zero hunger challenges. So lot of discussions are going and it will be link up with that all health organizations. So this year especially the highlight is the World Food Safety Day 2020 theme is food safety is the everyone's business. Food safety everyone business. So the second World Food Safety Day will be celebrated on every year June 7th to draw attention and inspire action to help prevent, detect and manage foodborne risks, contributing to food security, human health, economic prosperity, agriculture, market access, tourism and sustainable development. So following the success of the first celebration in 2019, this year again World Food Safety Day reinforces the call to strengthen commitment to scale up to food safety made by the Addis Ababa Conference and the Geneva Forum in 2019 under the umbrella of the Future of the Food Safety. WHO in collaboration with the Food and Agriculture Organizations of United Nations is pledged to facilitate member states' efforts to celebrate the World Food Safety Day. Under the theme of food safety, everyone's business, the action-oriented campaign will promote global food safety awareness and call upon the countries and decision makers, the private sector, civil society, UN organizations and the general public to take action. Food safety is the shared responsibility between governments, producers and consumers. Everybody has a role to play from farm to table to ensure the food we consume is safe and will not cause damages to our health. To the World Food Safety Day, WHO pursues its efforts to mainstream food safety in the public agenda and reduce the burden of foodborne disease globally. So in this the campaign and call to action, what action we will take in, the call to action is number 1, ensure it's safe. Government must ensure safe and nutritious food for all. Number 2, grow it safe. Agriculture and food producers need to adapt to good practices. And number 3, keep it safe. Business operators must make sure food is safe. Number 4, eat it safe. All consumers have a right to safe, healthy and nutritious food. And number 5, team up for safety. Food safety is a shared responsibility. So like that, every food safety is the everyone's business. So they're all given the guidelines for that, and food safety sectors they given the campaign material. The on June 7th every year we have to promote that World Food Safety Day awareness program. You can create the culture in these food sectors, and this is a mainstream to protect the foods and hygienic food, and you can be check for that all the aspects of that to protect that safe food and safe to eat in this area. So in this area the main key factors is that every area we have to the there is a mainly we have to focus the 5 keys to safer food. There is a every 5 keys in this. Number 1 is the keep clean. So every food production area you must and should be clean and green. And also number 2, separate raw and cooked. So whatever the material is there, you have to separate, like suppose raw non-veg and cooked items should be separate without cross contaminations. And number 3, cook thoroughly. So every item in production time or cooking time or service time, transport time, you must and should be follow that proper cooking standards. Suppose in cooking, while cooking 75 degrees centigrade above, and servicing 63 above, so danger zone 5 to 63, like that you have to cook thoroughly in food without contamination and without improper boiling. Number 4, keep food at safe temperature. You can follow the safe temperatures, like I told you 5 to 63 is a danger zone, so you have to cross that danger zone without bacteria and without virus. So keep food at safe temperatures. And also number 5, use safe water and raw materials. Whatever you can using for that in food productions or food material, you must and should be checked for that water standards as per that ISO 10500, and how that water quality is there, you can check for in every area. Use safe water and raw materials. You can all areas in this is a 5 keys to safer food in every business perspective and business aspect. Number 1 is the keep clean. Number 2 is the separate raw and cooked. Number 3 is the cook thoroughly. Number 4 is the keep food at safe temperature. Number 5 is the use safe water and raw materials. This knowledge is the how to for all key 5 keys to safer food and to prevent that contamination, so cross contaminations. So other things should be also, you should be focused for that the future of that food safety, and if it is at safe or not, every aspect of the farm to fork, you have to check for that all these areas. You can be take for that from farm to fork, and like see productions to some transport to that consumer, then how he will be able to transfer the food one place to another place, what precautions are taken. So in that you can check for that all federal and state level FSSAI rules and United Nations and World Health Organizations food and agriculture business. For all aspects you have to take for the guidelines for that in this food safety sectors. Mainly you can focus for that to protect that safe environment, and you to protect that safe food, eat healthy food and nutritious food as per that standards. So this year is that every food safety is the everyone business. So it means you have to save, you have to serve the safe food, you have to follow the safe precautions, you have to follow the hygiene practices, you have to follow the high level hygiene practices, you have to clean thoroughly. So every area the food safety is the very very critical and sensitive role. You should must and should be understand that food safety business and every sectors, and mainly ensure it's safe and grow it safe and keep it safe, eat it safe, and tip of that you have to team up to safely. The food safety is the shared responsibility. So every the guidance also given to for world food safety, you can be check for that if you want anything that to promote that in world food safety day on that day, you can be give to toolbox talk about world food safety day awareness, and you can be create the importance of that food safety cross contamination and temperature awareness. I can given the camp again guidance. You can be post that all posters in that respective locations. So like that you have to create the awareness of food safety to for all ground people we are working the cooks or chefs or stewards or whichever whoever working in that food business or food organization sectors. This is a very important for that. Every year you have to must and should be follow the World Food Safety Day on June 7th. This is a mandatory. This is the second World Food Safety Day celebrations. So guys, let us celebrate, aware, awake and implement World Food Safety Day. Thank you. Thanks a lot.